Now, question number 14, question number 12 in the EOT. This is very unlikely to come in the final, but I will teach you how to do this in case you have the choices given. Now, this is question 12, so this is a multiple choice question. So, look here. If I were to start with the first one, which is root x. Now, this equation here gives the nth derivative of this function. So, what I need to do is find some derivatives, then substitute in n and compare the answers. What do I mean by this? So look here, if f of x is root x can be written as x power half. So when I find f prime, so it means this is the first derivative. So this means n is 1 here. So if I find the first derivative, this will be half x power negative half. Now if I find the second derivative, this is going to be negative 1 over 4 x to the power negative half minus half will be minus 1 will be negative 3 over 2. Now if I find the third derivative, so this is n equal 2, this is n equal 3. If I find the third derivative, this will be 3 over 8 x to the power minus 5 over 2. Now I can continue. If I find the fourth derivative, so if I have 4 dashes here, then this is going to be negative 15 over 16 x to the power negative 7 over 2. Now I can go and substitute in the place of n these numbers and check, does this give me this or no? So now let's start checking. So when n is 1, you are going to put all of this in your calculator and you are going to put this when n is 1. So let us go to our calculator. We are going to put now minus 1 to the power of, let's say that instead of n I am going to put x times, now here we are going to have 2x minus 2, close the bracket. Now this exclamation mark is factorial. How do you get this? You click shift, then this one, over 2 to the power 2 x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 1 and then factorial, and then I am going to click calculate when x is 1, which means n is 1. So what do I get? I get half. Now I repeat the same thing. I click calculate, but now for n equal to 2. I click equal, I got minus 1 over 4. Now again I click calculate, I put 3, I got 3 over 8. Now I go and I click calculate and I put 4. Now I got negative 15 over 16. So now I notice that these numbers are all correct. Now I go to the power of the x and I check it. So now when x is 1, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times minus 1 is 1. So I will end up with minus 1 over 2 here. Then I substitute again 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Minus 1 is 3. So I will get negative 3 over 2. Now I go to this one. I substitute 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. So I will get minus 5 over 2. Now finally I will put 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. So I will get minus 7 over 2. So notice how all of them are correct when using this formula over here. So this formula is correct. So what you do is, in the final, you start checking the choices one by one. Which of the formulas will work for this? Usually, if the first one is wrong, directly cancel that answer. Okay? If all of them are correct, خلاص, that's the answer. Now looking at part B, the same thing. Here f of x is 2x power minus 1, if I rewrite it. Now I start deriving. F prime of x is minus 2x power minus 2. F double prime of x is 4x power minus 3. F triple prime of x is minus 12x to the power minus 4, and so on. Now you go to your equation and you start substituting in the place of n 1, then 2, then 3. Again, if this is a multiple choice question, keep trying the choices till you get the one that gives you the correct thing. Now, in my calculator, I will only put this part. This part, I will not put it. Same like in here, when I did this part on the calculator. The part with x and the power, we don't put it in the calculator because the calculator will not be able to do the whole thing. So I write this one in my calculator, minus 1 to the power of x times 2x factorial, and then I click calculate and I click 1. So the first one gave me minus 2. That's good. So it seems correct. Then calculate and I click 2. It gave me 4. Calculate and I click 3. It gave me negative 12. So 4, negative 12. So it seems that the numbers here are correct. Now I go and I check the power of the x. So here I will have x, x, x. Now we check the power. When n is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So negative 2. This is correct. Same as this. When x is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So negative 3. Correct. Now when this is 3, 3 plus 1, negative 4. Correct. So now this means that in the choices, if this was choice A, for example, I will choose this one. And this is how you check this with the calculator and the choices.